Panchangam, what we call Panchangam right now, sir, I know I have 30 minutes to drag out the session. So I have to start at really foundational level. So this is called Panchangam. Panchangam in our culture, which is based on Jyotisham, is one of the Vedangas. Vedangalu. Vedangam. Veda Angam mean part of Vedas. They are not Vedas but part of Vedas. There are 6 separate sections in Vedangam. Jyotishamu, Mimamsamu, Yogam, all those things. But Jyotishamu is part of Vedangam. Okay, now the question is, this study of effect of the celestial bodies on us exists in all cultures. It's not just on us, not just in our culture. And there are numerable variations of this study of effect of the celestial bodies on us. Have you heard of something called Nadi Joshim? Anybody have heard of this? Nadi Joshim? Sir, Chepan Vire? So Nadi Joshim, what it is there's a place in Tamil Nadu. I'm not exactly sure what that place is.
Vaidishwaran Koil.
Exactly. Vaidishwaran Koil. So this is not just legend or lore. This actually happened to people, and I personally know of people who have gone through this process, and they say, yes, this is true. So you go to this place, you give them your thumbprint, just your thumbprint, this print, in the morning, to the gurus, the Nadi Joshim gurus, I don't know whether you can call them astrologers or something, but they can read that Nadi Joshim. Nadi is nodes essentially. So Nadi Joshim is that. So they take a thumbprint of this part of your thumb, thumbprint of your thumb. Okay. And then they'll ask you to come back a day or a couple of days later, and they'll give you an exact portrait of your life till date. How they do it, nobody knows. Meaning they won't exactly tell you, hey, your name is Srinivas, you live in Aparna Saivakonda, something like that. He'll give you everything about your existence. You have a brother. Okay, your name you don't even reveal your name during that whole exercise. You just give your thumbprint, pay your fees, and then walk away. And they'll give you the complete portrait. It's almost like going to Vijay Diagnostics and giving a blood sample. How they do it? How did this? I just jokingly called it art, but is it science in itself? Is astrology science in itself? Because science is reproducible, study of reproducible events. That's what it is, science. Meaning, if you can reproduce the same thing over and over again under a standard set of conditions, the study of that phenomenon is science. Okay, if you can do the same for n number of these thumbprints, why is this any different? And this truly exists. This is not just legend, this is not just lore, this truly exists. Vaidishwaran Koil, thanks madam. Anybody passing through that area, just drop by for a couple of days, know your portrait. But the thing is that, the thing is, forecasting or predicting your future, nobody would know. They would tell you, if you want, predictions about your future too, but that's not the interesting part. The interesting part is how they portray your past, and they can even tell you about your previous janmas and everything too. What their whole thing is, the number of these thumbprints are fixed in nature. Again, this is an interesting thing, because fingerprints are supposed to be unique across universe. Meaning Charles Shobraj. Anybody knows about that name? Charles Shobraj, a very famous criminal back in the day.
Notorious, no?
Thanks for the correction. Know your English. You guys are very good. Notorious. Notorious criminal. So, that guy, if fingerprints can be reproducible, then Charles Shobraj's thumbprints might be matching with mine, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of fingerprint collection. But they say the number of thumbprints across the universe is fixed. That is how we are able to go back to our records, pull up the thumbprint pattern and tell you exactly what that is. Meaning what? All this means that the cycle is repeating. Okay, the cycle repeats for Rutu. Okay, this is a question to the little one, my little one. Okay, how many Rutus are there? Seasons are there in a year? Vasanta, Grishma. Next, Varsha Rutu. Okay, rains clear off. Then what? Sharad Rutu. Sharad Rutu. And after that what? Hemanta Rutu. And last one is Shishira Rutu. Okay, so this cycle repeats within a year. These 6 seasons are spaced like about 2 months apart and they keep repeating. Okay, what is the next pattern that we know that keeps repeating? Over and over. Birthdays come in once in a year. That is 1 year pattern. Have you heard of something called Halley's Comet? Halley's Comet. Yes, no?
Yes.
Halley's Comet is something that comes about once every 76 years. So every 76 years it makes a visit to your home, to Earth, meaning. So this is a cycle, okay? So according to this Nadi Joshyam too, human life is also a cycle, a big cycle. But the cycle, if it were a cycle, then you should see a repetition. But we live for such a small period that we would not be able to see that cycle repeat again in our own lifetimes. They say, probably every 10,000 years, 20,000 years, these cycles repeat. 20,000 years. So they collect all this data of 10,000 years worth of these patterns and they store it somewhere. That is how they say they come up with a valid reading of your past. Reading of your past, they say it's pretty accurate. So that's what this is. Now, coming to almanacs. Almanac is what is Panchangam in loosely translated in Telugu or loosely translated in English. Almanac is Panchangam. Okay, what did almanacs used to have? Almanacs used to have when the rains would come, what time the sun